Hello, everyone. A very good evening to all of you. And I'm back with a very interesting topic today. I definitely assure that you would, love listening to what I'm going to talk because it will help you understand what is the reason that, most of the diet which you follow doesn't work, for most of the people. So, hi everyone, my name is Harishankar, husband of a beautiful and caring woman, father of a wonderful boy, and an IT professional turned entrepreneur and weight loss coach. Have been helping a lot of people across the globe in terms of losing their weight, getting back to their ideal BMI, and maintaining their weight for longer term. So, it's a very interesting topic today, which I will be talking about. Top 10 reasons that your diet which you are following is not working. And if it's happening to you, you are not alone. Please don't be stressed out that you are the one person who is not getting the result. There are a lot of people who follow diet, try something new but it doesn't work for them. So you're not alone fighting this fight. So if you really look at it, there was a survey done in 2020. In a lifetime, a person tries 126 different varieties of diet to lose weight and get into their ideal BMI. And what happens to them if you really look into that? Not a single person follows something for 6 days straight, and the maximum diet which people give up within 6 to 7 days are fat diets. You have heard people talking about crash diet or cabbage soup diet, where they say that you won't have to put effort but you will lose weight drastically. So these are the diet which people don't even continue for a week. And I will get into the details of all those things. What is the reason that people start something and don't continue for longer period of time? Okay. So if you see why people start something, that should be the very clear reason. When you get into a program or you start into your health journey, you have to know that it's not a short term game. You are not here to run 100-meter dash and you are out of it. It is for lifelong that you have to continue this race, because right now in 2030s people are happy, healthy, everything is working fine. But the moment you get into the middle of your age, that's when the problem starts happening. You will start gaining weight because of your get into the major lifestyle things. You get into the stress. People are in the swing in their career, and then they don't get enough time to do what they are supposed to do. So those are a lot of reasons that people put on weight. But I will talk about why people fail when they start something and how you can overcome it. So the very first reason people follow something and it don't work for them is that they are not in a calorie deficit diet. Now, what do I mean by calorie deficit is, see, already there is fat which is accumulated in our body, because of extra whatever we have been eating, and we have been gone off track, not following anything. And the fat which is there in our body is the extra calorie which has got converted into fat. Now, if you keep eating the similar quantity of food or a little bit more than that, what are the chances that you will lose weight? Because the fat which is already existing in our body has to burn off. For that, you have to decrease the quantity of food by 5 to 10%, maximum 15% of your BMR. So if your BMR is 2000 calorie, you should be consuming 2000 into 15%, 300 calories less. So what it is happening, you are not cutting down on too much of your calorie, but the calorie which you are reducing from the BMR, that will help burn the fat which is already accumulated in your body. So the very first reason people put on weight is because they overeat. And there is no second question to it. If you have put on weight, if you don't have any medical condition, only reason people put on weight is because they overeat. Knowingly, unknowingly, you might not be knowing, but people eat more than what their body needs. If you go to a constructor worker who works and make a building, if you see the quantity of food which he eats and what we eat whole throughout the day sitting in front of a computer, is way more than what a worker who needs more than you and me eats lesser than what we are eating. It means we are eating way more than what our body needs. Okay, so the very first reason that your diet is not working is because you are not in calorie deficit. You are eating too much of quantity of food. That is first. Second is, only diet definitely will help you set off some weight, but if you don't integrate the healthy diet with activity, keeping yourself active, you might be knowing walking is the best mode of workout, the best thing possible to lose weight without too much of hassle, without kind of getting through that intense workout. If you can keep yourself active throughout the day, walk, that there's nothing better replacement than that. So if you are just cutting down on your meal and not keeping yourself active throughout the day, guess what would happen? The program would not work. You might see a little bit of weight loss in the initial few days, maybe a month, 3-4 kg or 2-3 kg of weight loss. But after that, the weight is going to get stuck, because healthy diet has to get integrated with your workout schedule. You have to keep yourself active. And this is not just for the weight loss. See, most of the people misunderstand it. Okay, I'm following a program, I should go for a walk. If you don't follow a program after that, what, you will stop walking or what? We have to do it for rest of our life, because this is how we can live healthy and sustain our weight which we have lost. Any people, if they stop, keeping themselves active and they are not eating in moderation, they will put on weight. You see, no one loses weight by chance unless and until they have some medical condition. Only thing which happens by chance is you gain weight. Okay, so you have to integrate the healthy lifestyle, in terms of activities, along with the diet changes, whatever you have been doing. And third, the biggest reason people put on weight and they don't lose weight even after trying something is they stress eating. Now, what do I mean by eating? When you are stressed out, you would have seen that if there is a work pressure which increased in office, or something happens, something is bothering you, the first thing which would be there, whatever is there in front of kitchen, or whatever is there in the, in your fridge, wherever, whatever is there, you will go and eat, because this is how people relax themselves. And can you imagine, this is happening to most of the people. 60-70% of the people overeat when they are stressed out, because that becomes a stress buster for them. And this is what was with me also a few years back, because anytime when I see project is becoming intense, work is more, after the moment work is over, I will go and hog on the food. So only stress buster for me was food. So if food is your stress buster, you have to understand that a stress management, no one is with zero stress. You have to manage your stress, because having zero stress is hypothetical, it is not possible. But whatever stress we are living in today, we have to take care that we manage our stress. How can you stop stress eating? You have to hydrate yourself, drink plenty of water, plan your meal ahead, because see, that in the evening time, after 8 or 12 o'clock, between that time you go and eat something, you have to plan prior. That every day 9 o'clock you are going and opening fridge and eating something. So why don't you plan what you want to healthy replacement at that point of time? If you don't plan it, you will go and eat something whatever is there in front of you. Okay, so you have to plan in advance, you have to hydrate, and third is you have to keep moving. So whenever you want to go for a walk, see if there is some scenery, there is some nature, some trees, where you go walk without your cell phone, just have a fitness band if you are tracking your steps. Else, without this also you can go for a walk. So when you walk, there are a lot of relaxations which happens in our own body. The stress also comes drastically down if you walk in nature. Okay, so that way you can definitely reduce your stress. And what is the fourth reason that people, whatever they try, the diet doesn't work, is they don't drink plenty of water. Now see, water is free. We know water everyone has to have, because 70% of our body composition is water. But how much water you and me drink on a daily basis? If you are not conscious, when I consult people and ask them how much water you are drinking on a daily basis, you would be amazed to know that they say sometimes I drink two or three or four glasses of water, which is not even 1 liter of water. If you drink a medium sized glass. So with that kind of consumption, water consumption, how do you think the detoxification will happen? How would body flush out all the toxins out of your body? So for that, not only to keep yourself hydrated, every function, digestion, all those things happens when there is enough water in our body. And when you have water before you go for your meal, 1 glass, 1.5 glass of water, not only it reduces the curbs the carb intake which you will have, but it gives you fullness as well, because if you have already water drank, you would not overeat. So that is the fourth reason. If you are not drinking water, make sure you drink at least 2.5 to 3 liters of water every single day. And if you think you are drinking, I would suggest you to measure it. When you measure it, you will really get to know how much water you are drinking on a daily basis. And fifth is that you have got a calorie blind spot. See, many people think I'm eating healthy. I'm walking, I'm doing jogging, I'm doing everything, but still I'm not losing weight. It means somewhere there is something which is slipping in your food habits. I mean, for me, it was like I would follow something very consistently for some time, but the time evening it used to hit 9, 10 o'clock. And if I have something late night, I would go in kitchen and eat something which I'm totally not aware of. You might be thinking it was just one, chips, it was just one biscuit, it was just one chocolate I ate. What would happen? That would take you totally out of your calorie deficit. You would not be in your calorie deficit. So you might be eating, but you are not aware of it. You think it's just little bit. What would happen with that? That is the reason that you go out of your calorie deficit. So there may be a blind spot when you are tracking your calorie. I'm not telling you to be totally on strict, but you should be aware what you are eating. If you are not aware of it, you would not even be in a position to track your calorie. Okay, so that would be the fifth reason. And what is the sixth reason? That whatever diet you follow, it doesn't work for you. You are trying to make too many changes in a short span of time. And I will tell you, after working with 300, 350 plus people, helping them losing weight, I realize the people who comes with, you see too much of motivation. I want to lose weight. Tell me everything. I will do it. One night I will change overall whatever you will tell me to eat. The problem is you cannot change lot of things overnight. What you can do is overnight you can change your direction. You understood that you have to little bit get up early. If you are eating 40 in a day, you can cut down to 3, cut down to 2, cut down to 1, but it will happen gradually. Tomorrow, if you are getting up at 10 o'clock, suddenly you cannot get up at 5 o'clock. If you are getting up at 10, how about getting up at 9:50 a.m.? Just getting up 10 minutes before. So any habit which you want to inculcate, it takes certain amount of time. It never happens. The moment you will try to make so many changes in one shot, it will not work out for you. You might, be, go for, you have seen sparkle, right? I mean, in Diwali, boom, it lights everywhere. And after that, it's, force happens. This is what would happen if you follow that kind of program. So don't try to make a lot of changes overnight, because you might not sustain it. Your body will not take so many changes overnight. So that is not a great idea if you want to have a sustainable weight loss. That is the sixth point. And seventh is you are not eating enough. I see people when they want to lose weight, they try to cut down on the meal. Now, when you cut down on the meal, you are cutting down on the nutritional value of the food which you would have got through that meal. So when you cut down on the meal, you are not getting the appropriate nutrition. Maybe you might be cutting on protein, on vitamins, on minerals, because you are cutting down on the food. So you might see some short-term result, but the moment you come out of diet, because your body had not lost fat, it had lost muscles, in no time you will regain your weight back. And then you will blame the diet which you had followed, it didn't work out for me. So don't eat less, rather eat right, because that's what decide in longer term, can you sustain it? Because maybe some people I see, they stop eating at night. Why they don't eat? Because they will put on weight. Is that the right approach to live your life? Definitely no. How long can you stop eating dinner at night? So that is not the way we want to approach our health. Because see, weight loss might be a game for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, maximum 1 year. But rest of the time when you are alive on this planet, you should be vibrant with energy. And that will happen only when you understand, when you feel hungry, you should eat. When you are not hungry, you should not eat. Just that food is kept in front of you, you should not hog. Okay. So, that is the reason number sixth. And reason number, seventh. Reason number eight is you need to swap some healthier snacks. See, what personally I realize, where people fail maximum is between lunch and dinner. They would have breakfast properly, lunch properly, dinner also they track things properly. But between lunch and dinner, there is a time when people really feel hungry. And 3, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and you see that is the time when people break off their normal routine. They will go eat whatever junk is available, maybe pizza, or you have seen people eating chart items, all those things. That happens between that time. So 90% of people go off track only because their snacks is not in place. And that also, if you don't plan prior that what has to be eaten between lunch and dinner, you might totally go off track. Because if you had one samosa chaat, and next day also if you have, it gets accumulated for longer period of time. Matter of fact, you are not burning those calories which you are eating extra, and that's what gets accumulated over a period of time, and you don't know where you have accumulated the fat. See, when I talk to people and I ask them how did you gain weight, they say they don't know in 1 year how they gain 10, 15 kgs of weight. You know why? Because the weight which you gain does not happen drastic overnight. Slowly weight gain happens, and when you go measure your weight, you see 5, 7, 10 kg weight has increased. Because every day whatever you have been doing gets added. So never look for shortcut. So you have to swap whatever you eat, snacks, with some healthier options, maybe dry fruits, nuts, seeds. You can have some fruit juice if it's available, without ice and without sugar. You can have coconut water, you can have buttermilk. A lot of options are there which is healthy. Or you can look for some protein sources, that will give you fullness also for longer period of time. But if you keep eating the same snacks which you had before, pani puri, I had samosa chaat, I had puri, I had vada pav, please forget it. You will not lose weight. Okay, you have to change the habit, because you are where you are in your life is only because of your habit. If you don't change your habit, it is not going to work. You will go from doctor to doctor, dietitian to dietitian, and keep changing the program, but you will not get result, because you are not changing the habits because of which you are acting every single day. Okay, so that is the eighth one. And one of the root cause problem for people not losing weight is they don't sleep properly. They don't have enough deep sleep. And when you are sleep deprived, that is when your craving goes up. People who don't sleep properly, their stress is very high, and they crave to eat a lot of food which is not good. They also know for themselves. So if your sleep quality is not good, thinking about losing weight, you have to work on how to put your sleep into place. Because if you don't sleep, if you don't have proper sleep, that is the biggest root cause. Sleep and stress, even if you do everything right, and if your sleep and stress is not in place, you will gain weight. You will not lose weight. Matter of fact, sometimes people gain weight because of the stress of not losing weight. So you will get into that routine where you will never come out of it. And the last but not the least is, people don't eat enough protein. What I mean by protein is, when you eat a meal, you have to ask yourself, in this plate, where is the protein? What are the protein sources? Chicken, fish, eggs. You talk about vegetarian, they have soya chunk, they have paneer, they have sprouts, tons of options are there. But in how many of your meals you add your protein? Because protein not only helps you build your muscles and keep you strengthen your whole body, but it also gives you fullness for longer period of time, because body doesn't break protein very easily. It releases the energy slowly. That's why your insulin does not spike to a level where suddenly after some time you feel hungry. So if you don't have enough protein in your diet, you will feel hungry very frequently. And if you feel hungry very frequently, what would you do? You will crave to eat, you will eat, and that's what extra calorie gets added over a period of time. So these all are the reason which I thought is the are that people don't lose weight. Even if they follow a diet, they have everything. If you don't do all those things, you might not get the result which you are looking for. But beyond all those things, is your reason clear? Why do you want to lose weight? Is that clear with you? Because see, many people, they have a short term goal. Okay, someone wants to get married, they want to lose weight. Someone has a family function which they have to attend, they want to lose weight. But the real reason should be, why not think your health as the top one priority for you to lose weight? Because the function, the marriage, everything will get over in 1 or 2 or 3 days, but you would be with yourself for rest of your life. So if you create a reason that you want to be healthy and that is why you want to lose weight, when any obstacle comes, you would not deviate. You would stay consistent, you would stay focused, and you would do everything whatever is required to be done, because you understand that living healthy is not just to show off to someone else. It is a need, for you to enjoy the benefits of whatever God has given to us. So I think if you do all those things, losing weight would be, a jujube. It would not be difficult task. It would be very easy to do. And definitely you can lose weight and get into weight maintenance, and enjoy it for longer period of time, only when you understand it's not a short term, it's not a dash, just 100 meters you ran and then it's over. If you are building a habit, it will take time. The moment you go to car driving school, doesn't happen that next day you become a good driver. When you're trying to get into a routine, it will take certain effort from your side. And as long as you will be committed to the focus, committed to the process, and not totally deviated towards the result, you would not go out of the game. Only people who start crying, grieving about themselves, I tried doing this, I didn't lose weight, you told 1 month I will lose 10 kg or 5 kg or 4 kg. See, everybody is different, every body composition is different, your genetic makeup is different, how you lose weight is different. But if if you are doing right, you are feeling energetic, your sleep quality has become better, you feel confident, it means things are working for you. Things are working slowly for you, but if you stay the course and do what is supposed to be done, not only you will lose weight, but you will see drastic change in the way you conduct yourself. So I hope I added some value to you, and stay healthy, stay safe, stay blessed.